We have one musher who made it almost all the way to Nome. I've asked him to come and speak of the good, the bad, the indifferent, and so forth. Ben Valks, if you'd come up and offer some comments, having seen it from different eyes.
I'm standing here, but maybe I should not be standing here, but at the end I did not finish it till Nome, unfortunately. But from the other side, I feel also very privileged to have made it till Nome, till Shaktulik. The dogs were healthy. I felt great. I had only a rough night, being maybe the rookie of the rookies. I started mushing in November last year, and it was quite intensive training. I learned every day, I thought, millions of things. And at the end, I thought, oh, now I know it. Now I can start the Iditarod. And then I thought my real training began. I'll just tell you maybe one beautiful experience I had, because I love nature. And I did not see much of the northern lights in Alaska, because many people talk about checkpoint routine and being professional. But I think I don't hear so many stories about how the mushers enjoy the nature which we travel through. So I was on the Yukon River, and it was cold, but maybe no wind. And the dogs were great, and the moon was full. And then I just turned around, and my music was playing. I thought, this is perfect life. I mean, I really enjoy it, and I just switch sides, and I look, I turn sides, so I look towards the back, so not to the dogs, but to the other side. And then a little show began, because I first saw one green light, and then the green light started to move, and then all over were the green northern lights playing for me. And I think that moment I will never forget. Obviously, it was not all that beautiful, otherwise I would have been in Nome maybe 5 days ago. One of the bad stories is that three dogs on my team got in heat. And I didn't know that was a problem. I thought that's healthy, that's nature. But this time, if I ever do it again, I make sure that all the girls are nurtured or that they have a plan. So all three boys, being brothers, they start to fight, and then others start to fight. And at one point, it was like I think it was one of my rides of hell. And then all of a sudden, all the dogs start to fight, and then one dog started to bleed from his nose, and the other one started to bleed from his head. And I'd never seen even a dog bleeding, so I was quite panicked. And it was cold, and I was almost lost. So this was quite of a... And then a snow machine passed by, flying by, and asked me, "How you doing? How you doing?" I said, "Bad." "Oh, that's good." So I said, "Oh, he didn't understand my accent for sure." And another, little bad scenario was going up, leaving Unalakleet towards Shaktulik. We had to cross, it was maybe 11 o'clock at night when we left. It was a bit cold. I thought it was an easy part of the trail, and it happened to me that it was the worst part of the trail. So we had to cross the river, had to find the trail on the river, of the river. We flipped on the ice, and then at the end the sled got broken a little bit. So I parked the dogs, started to fix the sled for 25 minutes, and on the side of the trail was like hay. And the dogs loved this hay so much at 12 o'clock at night. So I had difficulty to getting 3 of them up. But we still had to go for 90% of the whole trail mission. So the first little hill of the Blueberry Hills might normally take 20 minutes or maybe 30 minutes. And 10 hours later, so I was still struggling on the hill. So at the end, I just took the snow hook and the rope in front of the lead dog, and I was a bit sweating. And at the end, I said, "We're not going back, we're going forward." So we just, me in front of the dogs, and then the sled and I learned that's not the way to reach Nome. But at least I learned a lot, and I love the fantastic people on the trail, and I made a lot of friends in Alaska, like Tom Gastwig and his wife, many other people who have helped me amazingly, and I think besides Iditarod, it was a great experience of being a winter in Alaska. Thank you.